Hey everybody, it's Denny Haley. I'm here with Aunt Jan to do a interview. I don't know what she's going to ask me. I told her what I wanted to talk about, so here we go.
So, Haley's had an interesting week. So we're just going to talk about that a little bit. So, because we're official, we made cards. We cut envelopes in half and we made cards like a real interview. Okay.
We're serious.
So, and by the way, I know I always promise I won't look homeless, but I did just have surgery, gallbladder, and then we did a 5K this morning, just the walk. So I'm worn out. We're fixing to start cooking dinner. Someday when I'm a beauty queen, then y'all can talk good about me. Okay, so let's start like I'm Barbara Walters.
Okay.
So Haley, how are you doing?
Good.
Good. You're gonna have to speak up so your public can hear you.
Okay. Mentally, shaky.
Mentally shaky. We'll get back to that. You jumped in quick. Tell me this. So tell me, how is your exercise routine going?
I'm doing 30,
Speak up.
I'm doing 30 to 40 minutes on the treadmill every day, and that's it right now.
So 30 to 40 minutes. So what is the distance you're covering in that 30 or 40 minutes?
1.5 miles.
Okay. 1.5 miles, 30 to 40 minutes. Okay. So the goal would be closer to getting it to closer to like 20 minutes to a mile. That would be, yeah, that's, my goal has always been a 15-minute mile, and I can do it if I jog, but
I can't jog.
I fall when I jog. I'm not like, I just fall. So anyway, so that's good. That's good. And you do that how many days a week?
Every day.
Every day. And when are you going back to your exercise classes to body pump?
Not this coming up Monday, but the next. So the 23rd.
Oh, we'll be going back together.
Is that when you can go back?
Yes. Well, I can go back. I can't really lift any weights, but
I can't either.
I can have an empty bar.
Same.
So we'll go back having an empty bar. So you change cards. You said you were feeling a little bit shaky, so I'm going to ask the tough question. Okay, you ready for it? Do you need a sip of water?
Okay.
How has your weight loss been this week?
Dun dun dun. Well, since you asked, Barbara, what happened this week was, should I look at you with the camera?
Look at the camera.
So what
Look at
happened
people.
this week was...
By the way, those little things are vitamin patches, and if anybody else thinks it's a bad idea to put a vitamin patch on breast tissue, by all means, tell her.
Anyway, so what happened was Monday when I had my weigh-in, I jumped on the scale and I saw, and for those of you that haven't been following, just go back and check my weigh-in because I don't want to go over the stats right now. But I saw 347 and then like 345 and then 343, like over and over within a minute. And I took 343 and wrote it down and showed it in the video. And then Tuesday, because I normally don't weigh every day. I try to do the once a week like I'm supposed to, but this week was my 1 month surgery, and I was going to do a video about it and showing you what I weighed Thursday morning. So Tuesday I checked just to make sure I'm losing weight, and I'm at like 347, and then Wednesday I'm at 348, and then Thursday I'm at 348, and Friday I'm at 348. So I don't know if you'd call that weight gain, or should I have not written down 343? Like, I'm just like in a very bad spot mentally with that. Like, I just don't know how to feel about that.
Okay, so let me ask you a few TMI questions. Gentlemen, I'm sorry, but this is life, and here we go. So
we all know what's coming next.
Yeah, we all know what's coming next. I have to put my hair up. It's horrible. When was, I know that your periods are very sort of erratic right now, which is very normal when, you have these kind of surgeries and things. It changes you so many different ways. When was the last one? I know you had like 3 through your pre-op, right?
Well, I had the 6-week pre-op. I had 2 every 2 weeks, and then the day before surgery, the day of travel, great day to start. I started and had it the whole week. I was in Tijuana, and I haven't had one since. So that was 4 to 5 weeks ago.
So that could be what's going on. I'm not a big proponent of blaming blaming your period for any weight gain.
But before this, I was known to gain 10 pounds on my period. So
Right, but
just throwing that
I
out
mean,
there.
yeah, it could be part of it. It could be part of it. The fact that the other thing is, I heard you say that you jumped on the scale and jumped off the scale. Like, did you give the scale time to settle, or you saw the number and it slowed down and you said, bingo, I'll take that?
I don't know.
Okay. I'm going to say, since I've seen you weigh before, you said, bingo, I'm going to take that.
I just wanted so badly to lose 7 pounds last week for some reason. And I didn't. And I told y'all I had no goal, but I lied. I wanted to lose 7 pounds.
Why?
And I don't know. I really don't. Because I felt like, if I'm being honest, which that's the whole reason I'm making this video, because I could have kept this to myself, but I've always said that this journey is going to be completely honest. If I'm being honest, I just wanted to up my weight loss. I felt like 20 pounds in 3 weeks or whatever it was not enough at this weight. The first month after surgery, there's a guy that had surgery like the day after me. He's lost 55 pounds. Like, I just feel like I'm not doing enough, and I'm just like, did that bite of pineapple, was that it? Is like, because pineapple, if you don't know, fruit is full of sugar, and I'm trying to do low carb, and if you don't know, sugar is a carb.
Sugar is a carb.
So, low carb means low sugar. And I had some pineapple, and I forgot to log at my MyFitnessPal. And I was like, was it the pineapple? Am I having too much fat? Am I not having enough carbs? Like, you start questioning everything. And it's just hard mentally to keep going.
Okay, so let me say this. First and foremost, you are a woman. You have a woman's metabolism. You have a woman's body. You have a woman's digestive system. You cannot ever in your entire life look at any man, boy, child, whatever, and compare your weight loss to theirs. Or your weight gain to theirs, because their bodies are built very differently. Our bodies are built to maintain more fat. They are. Accept it. It's all part of the way nature preserves the new babies being born.
Baby,
yeah, because we get fat around. We all know where we get fat. So that's important. The second thing is, you kind of start and I use you as like the collective you. You set yourself up for failure if you say, I'm gonna lose this many pounds this week, because the fact is you
don't have any control over that. I mean, you do.
You have control over it to a degree,
right.
But then there's a point where you have no control over it. You have control over what goes into your body. You have control over what you do with your body. You don't really have a whole lot of control with what your body does with those things, right? So to say that you're going to lose, to set a specific number goal, whether it be for a week, a month, a year, whatever, that's setting yourself up to fail. I say that because I did that to myself. I would set specific number goals, and when I wouldn't meet those number goals, I'd be like, hell, I'm having a Twinkie, and that's just
sugar. Sweets is her thing.
Oh yeah, sweets are my heroin. I can't have them in my house. They're
she
my
likes
heroin.
her carbs pure in the sugar form.
Yeah,
I like
I'm a purist.
Chips.
Yeah,
I like chips
I'm a
and
purist.
garbage.
So you can't set yourself up for that. And then as I texted you the other day, if you do hit a stall, and we all hit stalls,
and that's another thing. I'm wondering if I've hit a stall.
And that's kind of normal, especially when you have a bunch of weight loss. You'll hit a stall.
Because I've lost 70 pounds since Halloween,
which is a lot of weight. I don't care how much you weigh. 70 pounds. If you weigh 500 pounds, 70 pounds is still a lot of weight to lose. So, if you don't believe me, go to a gym, pick up 7, 10-pound weights and tell me that that's not a lot of weight. It's a lot of weight. When those stalls and things happen, and they will happen, you have to go back and look at what you're doing. And that's why charting is so important. Journaling is so important. Keep up with the food that you eat. Keep up with your exercise. Keep up with when you sleep and how much sleep you're getting. Not when you go to bed, because I go to bed at 11 to 10:30 with my husband. I don't go to sleep till 1 o'clock because, well, I just like to stay up at night and play on the Facebook. That's why. So keeping up with all of those things and keeping up with your weight along with that tells you maybe there's something in there you can change, Or it starts to show a pattern that, oh, you know, I was feeling a little stressed and I did this or didn't do this, or I was feeling really happy, so I didn't do this that day. You know, it helps you to learn yourself. None of us like to journal. None of us like to keep track of what we're doing, because that is, well, it's proof, and we feel like we're being checked up on, and I hate to keep track.
And that's why I made my FitnessPal diary public, so that everybody can.
So everybody
I'm
sees
accountable.
what you're doing. Perfect. Which is why mine is not, because I have crazy in my head about stuff like that. But it helps if you do it. You help yourself. Being honest with yourself is the hardest thing.
Quote somebody said. I think it was, your body keeps an accurate diary of what goes in it, even if you don't.
Yeah, absolutely. So, well, I think
Not saying I cheated, guys. I mean, other than that pineapple and stuff, and stalls are normal even if you're doing good, because your body's
Right.
like, whoa, what's going on?
Right.
And I get that, but it's like one of those things, like, it's not going to happen to me.
Yeah, my kid's not going to be bad.
Yeah.
Exactly. Stalls do happen, and they're not predictable, but they should be expected. And the stalls are the thing that, those are the things that kind of separate the winners from the losers, in that you're a winner if you still push through that stall and you don't give up. You become a loser when you let that stall stop you. You know, I had a very long stall of several months, and I decided, I said one day to somebody, one of my people at the salon said, so are you going to lose any more weight? Because you really look good there. And I said, yeah, I think I'm done. I wasn't done, and I'm still not done. But I took that couple of months stall
To heart.
and I became a loser because I decided I'm not going to do it anymore, and I've paid for that. I don't want you to do that. I don't want any of y'all to do that. A stall is normal. It's normal. Just keep going. The emotions are normal. Talk it out. Text Haley. She's a good talker.
I'm not.
So I think all the emotional stuff is good, and I think, hey, I'm the interviewer.
Oh, what's left?
Okay, my next question. We answered them all. My questions were, how are you doing? How are you feeling? How's your exercise routine? What's your weight? How do you feel about that? What's for dinner? What are we doing later on this evening?
Yeah.
Any plans for next week? Let's talk about Hot Coffee Guy. But
Oh, yeah, there's a barista that I have a huge crush on. Barista at Starbucks. Anyway, so, yeah, just saying all that out loud kind of helped a little bit, and just, like, I know in the back of my head that it's normal, the stall, and that the jumping on the scale was not fair, and just all of it. I know everything, like, I get it. But it's hard to, like, it's like you see it on a plate, and you're like, okay, like, that's okra, but it's, like, hard to swallow it, you know? Does that make sense? I love analogies, but, like...
Yeah, okra is slimy and gross. That's why it's hard to swallow.
Right. But it's just like, okay, but it's like you don't want to accept it. Like, I don't want to accept that I may be in a stall. And I'm, like, working out, and I'm, like, because I knew that my mile was a little long, so I started working on it, and I'm just, like, logging everything that I eat. I'm getting all my water. I just feel like, what am I doing wrong? And I have to realize that I'm not doing anything wrong.
Right. And always go back and look at what you're doing, because sometimes it is something you're doing, or
Right.
you can tweak something here or there, add some carbs, take away some carbs, and sometimes those things will break the stall a little bit. So, no, I think you're doing good. You just stop wearing your vitamin patches on your breast tissue, people.
My friend Brittany on there told me about it, so say at Brittany.
Okay, at Brittany, I think that's a bad idea. Just, let's save the tatas. Let's, like, put it on your belly.
Free the tatas!
Free them, save them, whatever. Put it on your belly. We got belly. Put it on some of that
definitely
meat.
have belly.
Put on, like, how about some of this? Like, put some on there. That'll be good. Yeah. Hey, wait. We gotta go wiggle off. Wiggle.
Mine's bigger.
Yours is bigger. Huh.
I wonder why. Maybe because I weigh more than you.
Well, but mine's like deflated. Like, look at that. Like, it's like
So that's like
comes to
like
a point.
before and after.
Like, comes to a point. I don't care. You know why I don't care? Because these arms still work. They still do what I need them to do. So
And
I don't care.
she's down from 350, right? To
From 314 was my highest, and because I was an idiot and I decided when I hit my stall I was done, I'm at 223, where I was holding pretty steady at about 210. Held that 210, 215 through the whole summer, and then I decided I'm done. I don't have to try anymore. So
Well, I think you also went to like, oh, my body's probably done, but really your body was like, I'm catching up. I'm coming.
I think that's true. I think that's true.
I think you thought your body was done, but you set your goal weight now.
I said my goal weight for one.
Because she doesn't believe in goal weight. Y'all heard that. She doesn't believe in setting numbers up because you can set yourself up for failure. But she did it, and that number is
220. No. 185.
And she's gonna get there.
And I'm gonna
with
get
me
there.
by her side.
Me and Haley are gonna get there together, right? We're gonna share clothes.
Yeah, because my goal weight's 190. So
You know what's funny? When we went to Disney that time, when you were 12,
I was 14.
14,
I was in 9th grade.
9th grade, we shared clothes then. We were both wearing the same size, and we shared clothes.
Yeah.
We bonded. That was a very bonding experience.
Yo.
Oh, I just don't know.
It was fun. We love Disney World. So.
Yes, that's where we're going. Hey, when we lose our weight,
We're going to Disney World. Okay.
All right, we're running out of time.
Now we're gonna go
16
cook and make minutes.
Make
cooking videos.
Later, dudes. Peace out. Hey, wait.